He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Making the adjustment on the play. Flagway wants to throw. He's going to take a shot. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
To the air, it's Flagway. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Man, sometimes as a quarterback, man, you're sitting on that sideline and you watch the other guy go out and just deal, right? And put together a drive, score a touchdown, and you want to come out and you want to answer and you want to be aggressive. And sometimes you take shots, sometimes you force things. So I would recommend to him, just stay within the offense, take what the defense gives you, don't be too aggressive.
Flagway from the gun on third down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Bears will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Nowhere to go.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Second down, gonna throw it. Intercepted, number 19. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Running to the left. Breaks into the open. He's got enough. Touchdown, Baylor! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
He'll bring it out. It's Bachmeier. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get the... Got a lot of room to the right. He's at the 50. inside the 30. 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, BYU!
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do you. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy. It's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Flagway. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
And he fires a bullet to the tight end. He gets a paw on it, but he couldn't get it in. He couldn't bring it in. What happens with tips and overthrows, defenses usually take advantage. They do here, and they get the big INT.
Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Right back to the well. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And that's the second time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
A third and long here. They can pick up the first down without getting the touchdown. Back to pass. It's Bachmeier. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Looks like he's going to try to return it. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Oh, they've got him in the backfield. A disaster on that one and a loss of 6. And the Bears will hustle to the line.
Well, the defense ran a long way that time in pursuit, but they were able to make the tackle for a big loss, and they've got to get lined up right away because the offense is going quickly.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
As the officials spot the ball, they've stopped play for an injured Baylor Bear. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Lagway. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. It's Brown. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Quarterback signaling to his guys. To the air. It's Lagway. Oh, pressure's coming. Plows through the defense. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Push is ahead. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Left side, it's Miller. Touchdown Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Some much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
On the ground, it's Martin. Gain of 9 on that one. 3rd down and short. He needs a yard.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for him.
He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
And what a fantastic job by the defense there. 3rd and short, and they're expecting the run. They're able to penetrate, crease the O-line, get into the backfield, and make a big stop, now setting up 4th down.
And here they come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's got it. 1st down and more. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cougars! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays.
Snags it, and there's running room. Inside the 50, the 30, the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bears! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Out wide left, it's Phillips. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Catches it at the 30. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And he's brought down after a short gain. The Bears headed quickly to the line. Here's Lagway to pass. Dumps it to the back. Out wide right, it's Morris. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Got a little space. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
I'm loving this offense mixing the toss plays in their game plan. And what these tosses are going to do, it's going to set up a play-action opportunity where they can fake the toss and try to take a shot downfield.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Touchdown, Bears! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. And these offenses are just putting up numbers.
They got so much speed and so many positions with spread football now in college. It's so hard to stop. Defenses are just trying to hold on, shut them down in the red zone, and not give up a touchdown.
And the extra point is good. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the run, it's Martin. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down, and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The fake and wants to throw. On the run, fires downfield. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Got his man. After 40, there he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Right down the middle. Right side, it's Bachmeier. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Pass to 6. Maybe, and he scores! Touchdown, Cougars! On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they finished it off with the 33-yard touchdown run.
Number 89, set to advance on the football.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Lagway wants to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Second and long here. The run inside. It's Beal. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Lagway will try to get it from the gun on 3rd down. Still looking. What great protection, and he lets it go down the middle.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
Return goes out of bounds.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Timeout taken by BYU at 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. They'll go to the counter. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
The counter run play is really tricky for defenses to stop because it forces you to play with great eye discipline. Everything in pre-snap is telling you the ball's going to the strong side, but now they run it back weak and they're pulling offensive linemen. This defense better be ready because this won't be the last time today they see the counter run.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Baylor.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We begin our coverage with Alabama in their matchup against the number 12 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Crimson Tide who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense.
They're up to double digits, 10 straight victories on the season without a single blemish.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
Keep it on the ground. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Third down from the gun, DJ Lagway. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
I don't know if this is the time for this type of risk. Offense going for it inside its own 40. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Bears line up to punt it away. Catch is made at the 15. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Sells to fake. Rolls right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. big third down conversion by this offense.
Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Fires to the middle. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Pulls it. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Offense makes its way onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Tight end now in motion. Flagway. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Turning it on. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Great place to start for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me. Not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
Could be an alley. He'll be dropped.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
Tough run here. It's Martin. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's fourth down.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
Looking for the fourth down conversion, BYU comes to the line. Makes a grab past the marker. Touchdown, BYU! And that one will give him the lead.
BYU.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss.
Number 59. Set to kick this one away.
He'll return it. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Lagway. Look out. And they got him.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Looking deep. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The kick is on its way. On the return. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Shakes off the defender. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll send the tight end in motion. Give to the running back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Spits it out to the back. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
They boot it away. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Caught behind the line. It's Miller. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. And the Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. Caught on the RPO. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in as the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. Still plenty of time left to break the scoreboard wide open as we get things underway here in the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Changing the routes with his receivers. Here's Lagway to pass. Throws to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Brown. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lagway. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Finds a crease. It's Martin. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Well, he got you 2 on 1st down. He got you 2 on 2nd. 2 won't get it done on 3rd. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose down the left side. The 10. He is in. Touchdown, BYU. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. And the Bears in the hurry up.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Now that's a throw in the drag route where you just got to have patience. You got to let your wide receiver clear through all the bodies in the middle of the field, and they just couldn't hook up on that one.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Rushes on. Keeps it going. He's going to take off. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. Lagway to throw for it on 4th. Escapes the pressure going right. Trying to make magic with his feet. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away.
Yeah, and you needed points. You wanted points badly. But listen, the offense, you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get in their 4-minute offense. Now, I got to start preserving that clock, using my timeouts, try to get a stop, and get this ball back to my offense.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
just feeds the running back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And they can't make the connection on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He'll try to take it back. The 20. He's at the... And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Bears.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
Here comes the two-point try. Flagway wants to throw. Buying time to his right. Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. They still need a touchdown and two-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the fourth. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. And after that stop by the defense, a productive drive here. A couple of first downs, maybe a score, and they could put this thing away. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player.
And he's still running after the move. Maybe some room here. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Went right back to him, and again he is denied. It's third and goal.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
This offense has gone haywire on these last two plays in the red zone. Can they set things right on third and goal? Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
Man, as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football.
Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Cougars. Gets it into the end zone. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Looks like he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Quarterback changing the play. Lagway escapes the pressure to his right. He's got it along the sideline. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same.
Makes the grab inside the 30. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. The Bears come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. A shot toward the end zone, and that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun on third down, Lagway. Still looking. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. They're deep.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Fourth down, Lagway. He'll take a shot. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome